The WWE Raw quarter hour ratings are in, and once again, CM Punk is involved in the highest rated quarter, despite not being advertised and despite not being booked in a good place. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. The Raw WWE draft was boring. It was predictable. It was uneventful. It was exactly like the WWE SmackDown draft last Friday. The only difference on Raw was we got the return of Braun Strowman, which was pretty cool, and we got the ongoing feud with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Now, the CM Punk promo, first of all, it didn't last long. It didn't give people much of a chance to tune in and find CM Punk. It was like a 2-minute promo, and it was also on quarter 8, about probably 9:50, which is a very weird time because at the top of the hour, you have people changing channels once other shows have finished, so they're maybe switching on to Raw to see what's happening. So that would normally be a good time to have your top guys. Your top guys traditionally either like start the show in the main event, or they will be in quarter 5 or quarter 9 at the top of the hour at 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. But for some reason they decided to put CM Punk on at quarter 8 at 9:45 to 10 p.m. But he still had the highest rated quarter despite not being advertised. It was also by far the highest rated demo. So yeah, for me it's no surprise that CM Punk's bringing in the numbers, but you know, they're not that impressive. And if WWE had advertised them better, if they had booked a Punk promo, if they actually said it was going to happen and they put him in a better time slot, then I've no doubt the numbers would have been better. Would he have possibly got into that 2 million territory? Maybe. But for some reason, the assignment of this Punk promo was very strange, the placing of it. But we started with quarter 1, Logan Paul, Patrick Mahomes, Judgment Day Angle arriving at the arena. Then we got Becky, Liv, and Nia Jax. That started the show, 1.648 million. Not a great start. We go into quarter 2, and we get Woods versus Gunther. This lost 4%, 1.59 million. Quarter 3, we got the continuation of Woods versus Gunther and a Jey Uso backstage promo. And this gained 4%. So pretty much what they lost previously going into this quarter, they gained it back with this Jey Uso backstage promo and the ending of Gunther Woods. I mean, could it be people just tuned out of Gunther and Woods and then they tuned back when it finished? I mean, maybe. Quarter 4, we got the WWE draft, we got Bloodline stuff, we got Patrick Mahomes, and we got Braun Strowman return. So again, this is... Did I say Bloodline? I meant Logan Paul. Logan Paul, Jey Uso, Judgment Day, Patrick Mahomes, and Braun Strowman in quarter 4, 8:45 to 9 p.m. This had a 9% increase in the viewership and a 10% increase in the quarter by quarter. And this did 1.804 million. It was the second highest quarter of the show. So, yeah, probably because of what? Braun Strowman's return, Logan Paul, Patrick Mahomes, Judgment Day. I guess it's the world title feud essentially with Jey Uso out there as well. You'd expect this to do pretty good. Quarter 5, we lose 1%. We go down to 1.778 million. We had Awesome Truth, Chad Gable, Sami Zayn, Booker T. We had a Drew McIntyre backstage angle, and we had Sami Zayn versus Bronson Reed. Quarter 6, 9:15 to 9:30, we had the continuation of Sami Zayn versus Reed, and we had another draft after that. This lost 8%, down at 1.637 million, so big loss there. Quarter 7, we had Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. We also had Alpha Academy backstage, Braun Breaker and Sheamus backstage, and Candice LeRae versus Maxine Dupree. This went up 9%. So 9% increase in the viewership to 1.779, and then plus 9 in the demo, and it went up. The demo went up to 763 in terms of viewership. So again, Punk involved, and we get an increase. Quarter 8, 2% up in the viewership. It goes up to 1.814, highest rated quarter of the show. It was LWO and Dominic backstage, then McIntyre backstage, and then Punk coming out doing the live promo, and then we got the draft after it. So this went up. It was the highest rated quarter of the show. It was the highest rated viewership in the demo on the show as well. It's strange though that they had CM Punk and Drew at the beginning of quarter 7, then at the end of quarter 8. Like, I'm sure if they just combined these together and had it as like the one big segment, it would have done a lot better numbers. But in between the CM Punk and Drew stuff, you had Alpha Academy, Candice LeRae versus Maxine Dupri, and the LWO. So there's 3 ratings killers right there. If they weren't there and they just did a quarter with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre only, you would have got a much bigger number. But they decided to fill both the quarters with jobbers, and I think that's why the numbers weren't that great. Best numbers of the show, but still not great. Quarter 9, we had Jax versus Morgan. We had a post-match with Naomi. Tiffany Stratton got involved. We had a Booker T backstage promo. This lost 4%, down at 1.748 mil. Quarter 10, we had Awesome Truth versus Alpha Academy. This lost another 5%, 1.662 mil. Quarter 11, Judgment Day backstage promo with another draft. This lost another 5%, 1.571 million. And the final quarter, quarter 12, it was the main event. Andrade, Jey Uso, Ricochet versus the Judgment Day. And this lost 4% in the viewership. It did 1.502 million, the lowest quarter of the show. And it lost 8% in the demo and did 617,000 viewers, also the lowest quarter in the demographic. So, look, it's no surprise that main event is fucking mid-carders in the world title feud. You've got the world champion in a 6-man tag match. The world champion isn't a main eventer. The challenger isn't a main eventer. And they are literally surrounded by mid-carders at best. Andrade, Ricochet, JD McDonagh. I mean, none of these guys should be in the main event, should be in the world title scene. And no wonder this did the lowest rated quarter of the show. So, just very strange. I mean, why not just have Raw go off with CM Punk? We all know that Damian Priest, Bondage Taker, he isn't the real champ anyway. You know, he's not the real man of Monday Night Raw. Monday Night's fucking Raw is awful with Damian Priest. I don't know why they just didn't promote Punk to end the show. And that way you've actually got a better chance of maintaining your audience, and you'll pop in the last quarter as well. So, yeah, I don't know why they've done that, but it is what it is, guys. I guess I'll catch you in the next one. Raw finished with 1.502 million, and overall the show was 1.8683 million. So, I mean, Raw's almost 200,000 down in the final quarter compared to its average. So, yeah, disappointing there for sure, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens on SmackDown in terms of the ratings, and that is it, guys. The draft is now officially over. After Backlash, the new rosters will be in place. And yeah, we'll see what happens with WWE going forward. That's it. Catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.